Can I ask a very stupid question?
Yes, sir, please do.
Do you go and shop for fruits or vegetables sometimes?
Sir, sometimes I do, but mostly my father does it.
एप्पल को लेके घर पे कुछ
Sir, my wife and my daughter likes apple very much because, and I dislike it. I do not like it at all. Matlab, if somebody keeps apple in front of me, I feel like I will vomit.
I hope.
Sir, how you come to this? The connection of
That was good.
Amazing, sir. Amazing.
Super, sir.
Thoda, my research has been on research. nahi bolna chahiye. I mean, how do I stop this thing? My eyes are hurting very badly today. Neeraj, how do I stop this?
Hello. Yes, sir, I am there.
My eyes are hurting badly.
Sir, आवाज नहीं आ रही है.
Can you stop the screen share? My eyes are hurting very badly today.
Yes, sir. Yes.
New glasses. Thank you. See, everybody. In Bible, there is story about the apple. Because apple creation happened. I don't follow Christianity at all, but I've read that story. Then came Newton. Newton or whoever that great scientist was, who threw the apple and then law of motion, gravity, etc. and all. Then I thought, apple is Carl, Saturn. Then I started observing charts. I had a chart, Saturn retrograde in the 8th house. So once a lady came to me. She was a friend of my wife, and very rarely I allow people, my wife also knows. She said, no, please, she's going through troubles. So she came to me. So I was at that time testing this Apple and Saturn theory. So I asked her, you're newly married. I said, yes. Has there been fight between you and your mother-in-law regarding Apple? She had tears in her eyes. Tears. She said my mother-in-law was behind my husband to marry me for 1 year. As soon as I marry, within 1 week, the story of Apple comes. 2 apples. She used to go to work, so she used to put 2 apples in her bag. Her mother-in-law used to remove 1 apple. This went on for some time, and finally she complained to her husband. And then big fight happened in the family. But she was shocked. I said, no, I was just testing. You are a guinea pig. Now, in case of Shailendra, he has Saturn in the 6th house. 6th house is something that you don't like. You don't usually like your relatives because you feel they are all taking advantage of you or they are in false pretense. पूरा जिंदगी भर तानाबाजी करेगा लेकिन शादी में रिलेटिव्स मस्त में साथ में डांस करेगा. Am I right or wrong?
No, sir, you are very right. My close family, my sisters, except them, I don't like anybody.
So this apple story of Shailendra, where he hates apple. Sixth house is something, as I said, you don't like. You don't like your enemies. Sixth house is enemies. Sixth house is Shadripus. Lust, greed, moh, maya. We all know these are wrong. But we go for it. Sixth house is double dichotomy. Double dichotomy. If I use a very bad example, and the ladies here and the gents here should forgive me. A man spends half an hour combing. Spends time in his dress. But he knows this is not the real self. The real self is inside. Same way a woman spends half an hour dressing up, okay, half an hour combing, makeup, etc. The most spiritual of women or men, no, that's not the real self. So that sixth house is the Maya. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Sixth house of relatives is the Maya. Throughout life, your relatives will be with you on the phone, spending three hours. But when you are in need of money, they will wash their hands off. When you are in need of help, they will help little bit. Are you understanding? I am taking live examples and making you understand the house. Understanding a house is very, very tough.
So this is for Saturn in sixth that you're talking?
For the apple. But I am now talking about just the sixth house.
Okay.
Now let's come back to the chart.
So may I ask a question?
Yes, Jyoti.
Sorry to interrupt. You were talking about sixth house. If sixth house is absolutely empty, there are no planets in the sixth house, does that have an impact?
Obviously, you should see the aspects, you should see the sign. Then you should see where the Lord of it is going. My sixth house is empty. I have more than 100 diseases. Are you getting it?
Can I ask one question?
Yeah, sure.
Sir, if it is Taurus ascendant, sixth house is representing.
You got to be loud and clear.
Hanji. If it is Taurus ascendant, Venus second sign is Virgo, which is its Mool Trikona. It comes in sixth house. So how we interpret it?
Right now, don't mix that. If it is Taurus ascendant,
people,
Libra will be in the sixth house.
What is the sign? People hate it.
I am not able to understand your question. If it is Taurus ascendant, Libra will be in the sixth house. Correct? Correct? Now let's forget any aspects. Let's forget any aspects. Let's forget where Venus is placed. Relationships, all kinds of relationships, business, career will be the dominating factors in this person's life. Problematic or dominating. Am I right or wrong? I can be wrong also.
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
हो गया?